Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Sweezy's World. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope you're all having a great day. I hope you all have had, so far a great weekend. It's Tuesday. It's Taco Day, right? Tea for Tuesdays, right? Tea for tacos, tea for Tuesday. Yeah. But, I talk about things that interest me on this channel, stuff that I'm interested in. And hopefully along the line, you're interested in it. And what I'm kind of interested in right at the moment is I'm wondering what your thoughts are on MiBs, Men in Black. We all know and heard about, and we, mostly know about them, especially deep in the 50s, for sure, the 60s, and partially in the 70s. You heard a lot about MiBs. People were talking about the MiBs. They would see something unusual in space and maybe talk about it amongst their friends. And late at night, they get a knock on the door, and it's these two dudes, black hat, black jackets, white shirt, black tie, glasses, just like these. And no, I'm not an MIB. But, and they'd show up and they'd ask you everything that you've seen, and what you've seen, and if you've taken any pictures, to give them the pictures. And they intimidate. They make you think, oh man, I better give this stuff or, I'm going to be in a real deep kimchi. They've even threatened people up to their life. And then they disappear and they go. And they get back in sort of like a black car, boogie on down the road. Some people get out there as soon as they close the door and they go to the windows to look, they're just gone. They're not there. No car, no nothing. They just gone. So I was curious, to kind of like what you thought about it. Where are they from? Where do you think they're from? And technically, who are they? Are they, say they're ETs, right? Working on their own. They're working down here trying to keep everything under the, under the rug, so to speak, on UFO technologies and stuff. Or are they guys that work for our own government for, a special division or something, and they don't want you talking about what you've seen because, who knows, maybe it was something they developed, who knows. And they knock at your door and they come do their thing. So what do you think? Could they be ETs working with the government? Could they be ETs working on their own? Or could they be just simply a specialized division in our own government that wants to keep, the UFO down, like keep people from talking about things that they've saw? And hence the reason these days we haven't heard a lot of stuff about like that, because we're either not having those incidents no more, or they're gotten really good and are telling people, to be quiet, and people are. They're not talking about it. So, and it's highly possible. So I'm just curious what you think. These guys, like I said, they intimidate, they threaten you, and especially if you're uncooperative with them, and you took pictures. Somehow they knew you took pictures, but they come to your door at weird hours of frickin' night, and you tell them no, you didn't. Then they get really mad, and then they kind of tear up a room looking for stuff, and then they kind of go on. And most people get the idea, I don't want these guys back. So, hey, they don't talk about it no more. So I'm curious, I'm curious. What do you think? Are these guys, from another world or not? What do you think? Some people say they have really pale white, pale skin, and they look identical. They almost look identical. Maybe like drones or something. I don't know. So let me know in the comments what you think. I'd appreciate it. Give me that thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. And if you're new and you like any of this, subscribe. We'd appreciate some subscribes. All right, then. All right, hey, look, there's nothing but love for you guys. I truly mean it. Thank you very much for coming by. Hey, it is Tuesday, so it's what? Tea for Tuesday, tea for tacos, something like that? No. So, all right. It's nothing but love for you guys. I truly mean it. Everybody be safe and be good out there, and we'll talk to you later. Catch you later.